Good night, everybody.
13 hits, 1 error, and 13.
Welcome back to tonight's minor league pregame show. As we close in on AAA International League action, let's have a look. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Durham Bulls. Cookie Cowboy will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Now the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Coming to the plate now, Cookie Cowboy, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and that's home run number 64 on the season, and it's now 7-4.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cookie Cowboy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Mata ranging back. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before.
Cookie Cowboy digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Mata is under it, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. 5 innings complete. Scranton leads it 11-4. Cookie Cowboy will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Scranton Wilkes-Barre comes out victorious, 13-7.
And we
Good night, everybody.
Please drive home safely.
International League action just a few moments away, but as final preparations are being made, let's get a look at tonight's installment. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Durham Bulls and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Tony Burnside. Cookie Cowboy will stand in, one night removed from driving in 6 in last night's contest.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there, so yep.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Cookie Cowboy is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard towards second, but an atom bowl right to him for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey.
Cookie Cowboy will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Cookie Cowboy digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Cookie Cowboy.
Swing and a liner, but foul. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 66 on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, apparently.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this one.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Scranton Wilkes-Barre comes out victorious, 2-0. Good night, everybody.
3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Durham Bulls and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this.
Cookie Cowboy will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Yeah, and I don't think that should surprise anybody because when you look at his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 500, so he's just adding to those numbers.
Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And he is in there.
Wow, well, there you go. Just more of the same right here. You know, one of the hallmarks of this winning streak is that they've been able to get on the board.
Cookie Cowboy stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center. Big number 67 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there. He's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
Cookie Cowboy is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch.
Cookie Cowboy steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second, make it 9-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. That's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Cookie Cowboy will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. Scranton Wilkes-Barre comes out victorious, 10-6. Good night, everybody.